107.7 3WD, today's hits, yesterday's favorites. Greg there keeping you company along with the lovely and talented Angel Renee. How are you, my darling?
I'm great.
Okay, for those of you who are just joining us, you've just gotten back from an entire cross-country trip. She pulled out of here. When did you pull out? When did you leave?
June 1st.
June 1st, and you were out for 39 days?
39 days.
Perfect. All right, and so when we left off, you were just getting into Las Vegas. Cha-Cha Velour that sounds like such a Vegas name.
It is a Vegas name, and she was very Vegas. She's a burlesque dancer and instructor at the Las Vegas School of Burlesque, and we got to film a peer review that night, which was very interesting.
You got to do what?
We filmed a peer review, and basically Cha-Cha and the other instructors were lined up, and all the students perform and get critiqued.
Right. And you did not take part.
No, my brother was in the room, so I didn't do that.
But do you remember who won?
It wasn't really a competition.
Oh, they were just critiquing them and making them better.
To improve.
Were they pretty good?
They were good. They were very good.
You're kind of a student of the old burlesque stuff too, aren't you?
No, I just go dance.
Me too. On to San Diego, California, Steve Pure. What's Steve Pure?
Steve Pure is a piercer and scarification artist.
Yep, I remember you talking about that.
Yes, and we went to film a scarification appointment, and it got canceled. So
you got chickened out or sobered up?
Either one, I'm not really sure. And we tried really hard to get someone to come in and do it for free.
Right. Oh wow.
And they wouldn't.
But so you missed out on that. And then it was on. I mean, the ultimate goal of this was to make it to Hollywood.
That's right.
Or as we like to refer to it around here, Hollyweird. Is that an accurate description?
It is, because a lot of people there talk to themselves.
It's a sketchy place too. Hollywood's a sketchy place. A lot of people think when you think Hollywood, they think movie sets and glitz and glamour and television shows and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of that places are kind of Skid Row-ish.
They are. They are. It's really frightening there.
But now tell us about Mitch.
Mitch Bateman, also known as Seppo, is a musician in Hollywood. I got to stay with him for a couple of days, and we got to do a music video, which turned out to be pretty amazing.
Wow.
Yes.
Perfect. And you filmed him doing a music video.
Well, we were all in the video.
Oh, wow. How cool is that?
Yes.
And so that was the ultimate goal. On the way back, you did swing back through Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And what was going on this time?
I had to see the drag queens.
Like, you pretty much can stand on the street and see those.
Well, that's true, but these ones, they did a really good show.
Did they have a show?
Yeah, they did Marilyn Manson just for me.
Wow, I'm impressed.
It was sweet.
It was very touching.
It was.
And you don't often hear Marilyn Manson and touching in the same sentence, but there you go.
Yeah.
All right, you had. We've talked about the good things of the trip, but there were a few, let's just say, bumps in the road.
There are quite a few bumps in the road.
What was it? You got robbed on the trip.
I did when I was in Huntsville, Alabama.
But you're hanging out with all these people who are generally so kind and giving and good-natured, and how does this happen?
I don't know. It was one of those, someone somehow got my debit card number and wiped my checking account clean.
Yes. So that, I mean, and if it was a credit card, you could kind of dispute that and get the money put back in. But since it was a debit card, it's like they just took your money.
Well, I can still get it back,
Right.
but I have to actually go in the bank, which is a small town local bank.
Yes. But they will help you.
They will help me.
They will help you. Thank God. But so this happened where?
This was when I was in Huntsville, Alabama.
Coming back.
Coming back, thank goodness.
So what did you do? I mean, I saw on Facebook you were like, freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, I was freaking out a little bit, and then I was like, Mom, Mom.
And they helped.
They helped me because I had no money to get home.
Right. And they wired you a little bit?
They did.
Okay, well, thank God for moms. What happened in Alabama with the drunks?
They were really drunk. I was going to try on this guy's watch. Which is cool.
Yeah.
It's a nice watch. And the guys I were hanging out with happened to laugh at the wrong moment.
Right.
where he thought that they were laughing at him.
Oh no, and he flipped out.
He was starting to freak out, and I went up to him later on. I had to like calm him down, and it turns out he used to be in prison.
Oh, good.
For 15 years.
Wow.
And he's like, when I feel cornered, I only know one way out.
Yeah.
So I had to like, dude.
Serenity.
I was a CO. I told him, I was like, man, I was a corrections officer. I know what you've been through. Got him to calm down. We fist bumped. Everything was cool.
Okay, good. You have to be careful about the ex-prisoners who get drunk.
That's true.
Okay, there you go. So, but you made it through that. What was the deal with the taxi drivers?
There was a taxi driver in Las Vegas who didn't know where we gave him the address and he didn't know where it was.
Well, he knew where it was. He was just running up the bill.
He let us out of the taxi.
There goes Henry Wilson. Hey, it's me.
He let us out of the taxi and left us.
What?
Yeah.
And he didn't charge you?
No, he charged us, but he just abandoned us in Vegas.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't believe I'd let him done that.
Well, he did.
Oh, I think I'd have had to call his company. Anyway, so what did you do?
Luckily, I called Cha-Cha,
Yeah.
and she was like right there, so.
Oh, cool. Cha-Cha Baloo.
Yeah, she saved us.
So you now have friends in Vegas.
I do.
So if I go to Vegas, you can give me Cha-Cha's number, and you'll call her up and tell her my friend Greg is coming to Vegas. Take care of me.
Of course.
Oh gosh, I can't wait. Okay. And Arkansas, the camping trip in Arkansas. What was the deal?
This was after we left James Hayes. It was about 8:30 o'clock at night. I had 2 addresses for campgrounds. We put in the first one in the GPS, and the GPS takes us like in these back skinny roads, and there's like lots of creepy houses with axes and chopped wood. And so we left that one, and then we put in the other one. And it turned out to be an RV park where people live.
Right.
And so we just started parking there and like hide and try to sleep. But we couldn't because there were so many cops. And I think they were dealing drugs or something. We were scared.
So I mean, did you sleep in the car?
We tried to.
Did you have tents? Well, I mean, what was the purpose of going to the campground?
Well, I had a tent, but we were just gonna.
You were just gonna lay low, yeah.
Yeah, get some sleep, and then we only stayed there for like an hour or 2, and we ended up driving to Texas and going there.
But you made it.
We made it.
All right. So you and the great thing about this is you documented every bit of this.
That's right.
How many hours of footage do you have?
I honestly have no idea, but I think I have about 600 gigs worth of information.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's gigabytes for
Yes.
people who, like me who don't know. But anyway, that's a ton, I take it.
Yes.
Okay, and so you are going to edit this down into a 7-hour documentary.
I'm going to shoot for 2.
Right. Perfect. And you have decided on a name for this. We're excited. And nobody knows the name yet, right?
Nobody knows.
Okay.
I saved this for you, Greg.
Thank you very much. I love this girl. What is the name of your documentary?
The name of this is going to be 39.
39. Oh, I thought it was going to be, Greg breaks the name. No, but 39.
39.
And that is on honor of the number of times you got robbed?
No.
It's the number of days that you were on the road.
Right.
I think that's perfect.